All right, welcome to this week's Ozone podcast. I'm John Oehser, and I'm excited to be joined today by Jaguars running back Tank Bigsby. Tank, thanks for joining us today.
How you doing? Good.
So first, tell me about the team right now. You're 2-5, a couple of wins in the last 3 games. I was with you in London, some camaraderie built up, but what's the mindset going into this week?
You know, just trying to be as consistent as the team we can be as a team, and bringing more and more energy as a team, and just going out and compete at a high level.
Your personal story, you've talked about it some during training camp. I've talked to you a little bit about it. Confidence level right now, I guess with the way you're playing.
Yeah.
As high as it's been since you've been in the league?
You know, I feel like my confidence comes from my faith. You know,
Okay.
Just preparation and preparing and getting an understanding of the game and also hard work during the off season. You know, last year was a learning
Sure.
season for me, first year in the league, and I just feel like this league about opportunities,
Right.
and confidence come where you getting going, and once again I say, like, you have a lot of faith and hard work. You put those two together, it's like your confidence go through the roof.
And I don't want to skim over that because you talk about confidence, you talk about a tough year. You're a young guy and really went through a tough year in terms of the noise in the system, all those things.
All right.
How do you maintain that? Meaning, it would have been easy for you to get discouraged, to get down. Maybe a couple of times last year you did, but by the time you came back this off season, I don't know, you seemed different. You seemed like, I guess that truly was behind you.
Yeah.
Am I reading that right? And then how do you do that?
You know, at Auburn we've been through a lot of adversity, and I feel like that school got me ready for a lot of things. And when I came to the league and had a little adversity, I didn't let it change my character. I stayed who I was and true to myself. You know, kept praying and asking God to show me the way. You know, don't flinch. When you get your opportunities, just try to take full advantage. When you go from, you know, carrying the ball for a team consistently, then you're going to get a couple ops here and there.
Sure.
You know, it kind of play with you a little bit. Then I learned about the NFL, what the NFL really was. I was like, you know, this is what I got to do. This is how I got to come, and I just got to know my job and my role. And when I get an opportunity, I got to be ready. So whatever it was this offseason, you know, I told myself, whatever the Jags ask out of me, I have to do it at my best ability because I don't know when the next time I get an opportunity. So, you know, I have a testimony, but it's a story for another day. But it's okay. it's a blessing, you know, to be able to understand what I went through last year, learn a lesson, and get where I'm at today.
Now, you said you sort of learned what the NFL is all about, and definitely talking to second-year guys over the years compared to rookies, that story is pretty common. What did you learn about it, just in terms of what it really took to make it that you didn't realize when you came in as a rookie? You
know, in college you get so many opportunities, and you get
that's the thing, right?
Yeah, you get to the league, and it's a business. You know, I never forget last year. You know, I wasn't performing well, and they had bumped me down to third.
Okay.
And I let it sit. I didn't let it sit well with me, and it just did something to me. You know, I didn't know when the next opportunity was coming, and it fired me up, and I still hold that fire to this day. You know, and I just thank God for that, putting me through that. You know, because at the end of the day, I wouldn't be who I am as a man and as a player, you know, if I didn't go through that. So at the end of the day, I thank him for all my trials and tribulations and everything I go through, because it built me to a better character. So I feel like
so you wouldn't be the player you are right now if you hadn't gone through what you went through.
I wouldn't say that. You know, I feel like I always been capable of who I am. You know, I know who I am. I just feel like I would know who the league. I would know what the lead is now. You know, and by me saying like I know who I am, it's saying like basically like I know how the league go. You got to be performing. It's a performance league, and you know, at the end of the day, I knew. You know, when it came down to it, when they told me that, I knew what I had to do then. So at the end of the day, when you get an opportunity, you got to take full advantage of it.
I got you. I was talking on another subject, talking to Christian Kirk yesterday, and just about criticism and things that you guys deal with. And he said, at some point, you just have to shut off your phone, but even when you shut off your phone, you hear it. Mm-hmm. Was that a tricky thing to learn how to deal with as a rookie? And I think on some level, all players are dealing with it.
Right. You know, I've been real disciplined with social media, you know. So it's probably different for me and Kurt, those guys. I don't know how they do.
Sure.
But criticism from the coaches and the team, and I feel like I take it well, you know, because I feel like I need, you know, I need criticism. It build your character, show who you are, and you take it and you learn from it. But anything else, like what people say on the social media and stuff like that, nah, it don't matter because they don't know what actually go on in this building.
You don't think they know?
No, they don't. They don't know. They just clueless.
Who did you lean on?
You know, I leaned on God, my mom, and my mom, you know, very strong woman, and she told me a lot. You know, kept me going. My coach, you know, Coach Jamal, we talked and communicated. So, you know, talking to those two, I've been talking to them my whole career, and you know, just they knew, you know, they know, and they just kept me uplifted, and I just kept praying, man.
You, I hope not revealing a secret, but I saw an Angry Run award by your locker.
Right.
That's a cool thing. Yeah. How cool is that to be that, and do you consider yourself an angry runner?
You know, it's a blessing, man. Honestly, you know, just be able to get an opportunity to do that. You know, that week is behind us.
Sure.
And let's try to do it again. You know, put our best foot forward this week. You know, and do it again, and then try to do it again, and do it again. You know, just keep going. You know, that's how I look at it. But it's a blessing. It's a big blessing. You know, a lot of guys, you know, it's an accomplishment, but at the end of the day, it's more out there to go get, and I'm just, you know, extremely blessed, honestly.
Kind of a unique thing. There's Angry Run Tank, but there's also Speed Tank. I mean, which do you enjoy more? Is it better to fight your way into the end zone, or is it better to be turning around and
you know,
doing the stiff arm?
Honestly, you know, I feel like me running the ball between the tackles get me going, and then when I get in space, it kind of just that would come with it. Then I can turn the gear on. It's just a feel thing, you know. But I enjoy, you know, running between the tackle, running physical, because I feel like it get the line going, they get the guys on the team going, and then when I get an opportunity for that home run, then you just take full advantage of it.
Gotcha.
You know?
It was interesting. I remember talking to Travis, I think in his second year when he was first starting to play.
Yeah.
And a couple of times he got run down in situations where he didn't feel like he should have been run down. And he was talking a little about how when you come from college, you still have to sort of learn how to run in the NFL. That it's a different sort of speed. Did you go through any of that with the run against Indy or against the Texans, I guess, where you didn't quite make it? And then you made it the next week.
Yeah. So,
do you learn a little bit in those situations?
Yeah, it was a learning lesson. You know, I feel like the game of football all about angles at the running back position, and he had a good angle on me. If I would have pushed vertical, then got back to the numbers, it probably would have been a different thing. But it's about angles to me, and I feel like I looked at that film and I just ran at an angle, and he was coming like this the whole time, and I just say, hey, you know what? Now straighten up a little bit, then go there. So when I got to Indy, I had straighten up, then I got to the numbers, and you see when I got in the end zone, I cut it across a little bit, because it just now the defender chasing you, it's like playing hide and go seek. I got you, nope. Then you turn left or right. So I feel like it's about angles.
Now Doug said you were turning around to make sure.
Yeah.
Taunting, or was it a stiff arm, or was it just?
I wouldn't taunting. I ain't no taunting person. I got to come up with a celebration though, you know. But I ain't no taunting person though.
Now it took Fred Taylor in the '90s a long time to find his celebration. So you know, we talked to him about that. There have been people who have actually said you run fairly similar. Have you watched Fred at all? Do you know much about him?
Yeah, I watched Fred. Fred go. You know, Fred do his thing. You know. He's a great runner, physical, big runner, and he got the speed, he got the gear. I watched Fred, and Fred accomplished a lot of great things.
Did you have anybody? I may have asked this before, and if I did, I apologize. But Did you have anybody that you patterned yourself after, or is that even possible when you're a runner? Because it's such instinct and based on what you do.
Yeah, at running back position it is instinct, but I always watch Todd Gurley and I always watch Dalvin Cook. Those two guys. I watch Dalvin Cook, how elusive he is, and I always watch Todd Gurley, how tough he ran.
Okay.
And I try to put those two together.
Okay.
And, just seeing Dalvin at FSU and Todd at Georgia, it was like lights out. So as me growing up, I was saying that I was like, I can be this fast and I can be this strong. So I wanted to put those two running backs together.
Better attribute for you, speed or power?
A lot of people may think it's power, but I think I haven't really showed my top speed yet.
Okay.
But I like to run physical though. So it's really just whatever it is at the moment when I have to show my instincts.
Do you run out of bounds, or do you challenge for that last yard?
Oh, nah, I ain't running out of bounds.
Conceptually, Doug talked about this week, so it was on my mind, about being in a rhythm in the running game.
Yeah.
When you're a back, and like the other day, it seemed like you were in a rhythm and feeling it. Is that a real thing where after 4 or 5 carries, you start feeling it, you start being in a groove?
Yeah, you remember earlier I was just telling you about, you go from running the ball a lot, then you go to 1, 2, it's all about getting that line going and getting in the rhythm, and because one run you may miss and then you go to the sideline on the iPads and then you get another opportunity. It's the same thing, and now that's the home run. And that's just what come on with being a runner. A lot of runners not going to hit the very first run.
Okay.
The very second one. But come fourth quarter, you may pop out of there and go for 80 or, a long home run. So I feel that, stacking those runs on top of each other, letting the backs get going, let the line build a confidence as we going and hit it and doing what we're supposed to do. I feel like it do build confidence as a team and it build confidence as a runner in the line.
I know we're looking ahead, but best run you've had so far, or do you even think that way?
No, I don't think like that. I just honestly, good or bad, I flush it. Like a lot of people ask me how did I not harp on last year?
Sure,
I
same
flushed
deal.
it. I flushed it. You flush the good and bad. You don't harp on it. Thank God for it, and just move on.
What has Travis meant to you in terms of just last year? He had been through something fairly similar, adversity early. What's that relationship?
Yeah, Travis, he's a great guy, great running back, cool guy off the field. He very smart. He's so talented. But you just have him in the room.
Sure.
It challenge each other. Let's see who can do this. Let's see who can do this. We make challenges with each other, and at the end of the year, we got challenges that we made for each other. If he do this, if I do that. But it's all about just the way we click is more like, bro, you do this, I got to do this.
Right.
We got to feed off each other. Like it's more like we trying to become like the best duo in the league.
Got you.
And that's how he look at it. That's how I look at it. We're trying to beat out everybody. You're trying to make this team win.
There was a cool moment earlier, I forget which game, where he was caught on tape saying how proud he was of you after a run. Yeah. That's not all the time, right?
Yeah.
Right? So that's pretty cool. Yeah. What did that mean to you?
It mean a lot. Just teammate showing that they proud, that they got that they care, A lot of guys show that they care,
Sure.
They don't have selfish guys on the team, and when those guys do good, I do the same for those guys. Keep going. It's not over.
Gotcha.
You got more in the tank. Don't stop now. So at the end of the day, we know when we do something great, we tell each other. I'm more of the guy in the room where I tell them like that wasn't enough.
Okay.
Even though it was good,
Okay,
I'd be like in my head, I'd be like, man, that was good. But I'd be like, I need more out you.
I got you.
Just so we won't get that complacency spirit. I don't want nobody to be feeling like getting complacent. Let's go. Let's finish. It's more out there.
Final thing we do, we call it the Ozone 5. It's 5 quick questions. Tank Bigsby, what was your last binge watch?
My last
binge watch. The last show you watched on TV.
Oh, last show. Binge watch. Power.
Power?
Yeah.
Good?
Yeah, it's great.
Okay.
Yeah, it's great.
The last song you heard on the way in this morning?
Last song, I listened to gospel.
Okay.
It was He Would Work. Yeah, He Would Work. I think that's the one. I don't know. It was something.
Okay.
He's working. He's working.
I got you.
Yeah.
And I may have asked this, but why number 4?
You know, in life, you know, everybody get 3 chances, and I'm that type of person where that 4th chance, you know, you may not get it the first one, you may not get it the second one, you may not get it the third, but that 4th chance in life, you may get it, and let's go. And that's how I live in my life, you know. I don't give up on people. I don't give up on people that
Sure.
that mess up. I give them another opportunity, and I always been like that. And you know, it's not good to give up on people, and you know,
Gotcha.
that's how I look at it.
Very cool. Do you remember your first touchdown ever?
Yeah, I was 7.
Okay.
I ran backwards, and then I ran for like 70 yards untouched. Like, at first I ran backwards.
Okay.
And then I guess you add the backwards yards with the 70. It was like 90. So
Now, why were you backwards? You had to,
I didn't know. That's the only reason I remember. I didn't know. I just ran.
Just like, I got to run away from these
I gotta
guys
run
some,
away
in some
from-
direction. That's fantastic. The person or people most responsible for you being in the NFL?
You know, God, my mom, you know, my coach, and you know, just my family. You know, the way what we've been through. A lot of people wouldn't make it where I'm at
Right.
with my family and what we've been through. So it take a lot of discipline and patience. And I feel like everything I've been through showed that I have a lot
Sure.
of patience. A lot of people would have been quit, you know,
no doubt.
but at the end of the day, it's a lot more out there. So let's go.
Tank, this was fantastic. I appreciate you doing this. I know it's a busy time of year to do it. I know the fans will enjoy getting to know you a little bit. Thank you for joining the Ozone Podcast.
Already. Thank you.
Appreciate it.